I'm Cape Joel, and this is Comic Smack, your weekly, daily, all the time, anytime comic book show where I give you your fix of everything you need to know from the world of comic books and superheroes. And on today's show,
we are taking a closer look at Ms. Marvel issue number 28. With Jersey City under siege, they need their hero now more than ever. What'll happen next? Well, let's hop on in together and find out. Alrighty then, so picking up from where the last issue left off, the half-lizard, half-robot monstrosities created by the Inventor are assailing Ms. Marvel's hometown. Luckily, Kamala's friends, who have been picking up the slack while she's away, manage to get in contact with Captain Marvel CAROL Danvers, who pretty much goes, yep, that's a problem right there, lizard creatures. Obviously, being the good, responsible adult woman that she is, CAROL wants to go and take care of this problem on her own, but the kids basically tell her, hey lady, we've been working this case since day one, you're not going to push us out right here at the end. Jersey City's our home, these are our friends, and we're going to go fight for them. Plus, I don't know if you noticed, but we made our own costumes, and Lord knows we're not going to get the deposit back on them now. Of course, this still begs the much bigger question, and that is, where exactly is Kamala Khan? Well, Naftali, the sandwich detective, finally manages to figure that out this issue. It seems that she enrolled herself in private school. Well, okay, it's a lot more complicated than just she wanted a school uniform as an alternate costume. Yeah, you see, she basically went here out of shame. Kamala is basically in the middle of her Spider-Man No More phase, you know, the phase that every hero goes through since 1967 onward, where they start to feel the pressure of the world and figure that maybe everyone would be better if they just stopped their double life as a superhero. In a really nice piece of writing, Naftali begs her to come back to school, saying that her friends and the place in general just doesn't feel right without her. She's the glue that sticks it all together, and even if she doesn't want to come back full-time, that at the very least she owes her friends a reason as to why. It's great because even though everything he's saying is about Kamala, it could also apply to Ms. Marvel, doubly so in fact. Now back at the big fight, with Captain Marvel's help, the good guys actually manage to gain a bunch of ground, but the Inventor has one last dastardly ace up his sleeve. By flipping a switch, he manages to get all of his reptile robots to come together like some sort of crazy Megazord or Spider Slayer to keep it in universe. Choosing the best and most cinematic moment to return, Kamala comes back and saves her friends from certain death at the hands of the Inventor's creation. Of course, they still don't know Kamala and Ms. Marvel is the same person. This is just one of those really great kind of coincidences. Why, G. Willow Wilson even goes out of her way to explain some of the discontinuity around the Inventor that I was talking about in previous videos. It seems that the bird monster that Ms. Marvel defeated in her first storyline, yeah, that just happened to be a creation of Dr. Knox himself. He was always the one pulling the strings. Now, the united force of all the heroes managed to save the day. Ms. Marvel gets a nasty shock, though, in the final moments of the battle. This does ultimately lead to her and CAROL Danvers getting a chance to talk and reconcile after their big falling out at the end of Civil War II. Basically, Captain Marvel says Ms. Marvel is growing up into a fine young hero, and part of growing up means you're not always going to agree with your mentor. But that they should definitely put some time aside for the future to get reconnected with one another, especially because their bond and their legacy is oh so important to each of them. And so, yeah, the day is saved, the Inventor gets dragged off to a space cell, and Kamala comes back to school where all of her friends are waiting for her. The big moral at the end of it is that, hey, you know what? We don't know the shadows we cast in the lives of those around us, and that in the word of the Blues Brothers, everybody needs somebody. And for the students of Cole's Academy, well, that somebody is Ms. Marvel. And that was issue number 28, everybody. A nice feel-good conclusion to what was ultimately a very nice feel-good story. Beyond that, not really sure what else to say. This arc allowed the supporting cast to really spread their wings and grow as characters. In fact, we even had some new characters introduced, like Naftali, who I really hope we see again, because, you know, he's one of those characters I felt are way too good to let fall by the wayside. But yeah, that was Ms. Marvel number 28, everyone. I would give it an 8 out of 10, pretty solid. And that'll just about do it for the video, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, be sure to take a closer look at some of these other videos I've been working on. Then you can follow me on Twitter and Facebook at Cape Joel, so you're always up to date on what I'm doing next. And hey, if you're in the market for a brand new comic book trade and want to save some money while you're at it, please check out my book depository link down in the description. Not only will you get a great deal and not have to pay for shipping, but everything you buy via my link goes to support me and the channel, so it would be much appreciated. And until next time, everyone, this has been Cape Joel. Thank you so much for watching and listening, and I'll see you all again later. Bye-bye.